Namaste everyone. Thank you for watching this video. So this video is about Surya Arghya. Okay, so Surya Arghya is a very ancient practice. It is there in our civilization since the beginning of time. Okay, so people have been offering Arghya to Surya. So Arghya is nothing but a way of offering your salutation to the Sun Lord by offering water primarily. And as I said, Surya is one god who has retained his prominence right from the Vedic times till the time of the Puranas. Okay, so Surya is there everywhere. You'll see the relevance of Suryas in the Vedas. You'll see the relevance of Suryas in the Puranas. You'll see the relevance of Suryas in all the mythological stories that we have in Hinduism. Okay, and then Surya is one god who is alive, right? So you have to be of a certain spiritual quotient to have a darshan of say Shiva or Vishnu of or the Devi, right? But no matter who you are, you may be a saint, you may be a sinner, you may be an atheist, or you may be anyone. So the one god who you can directly see is Surya. Okay, Surya is visible to everyone, and that is his grace. Okay, that is his grace. Surya showers his light on earth without any distinction, right? And there was this very famous line by Jalaluddin Rumi where he said that even after all these years, the sun never tells the earth, "Look, I owe you." Imagine what a love like that can do. So this is what was said by Rumi, and it is absolutely true. The sun does not distinguish, right? And even if every time people ask me that you always speak about God, you always speak about the divine, just show us a form of the divine, and I'll always point them to Surya Narayan, right? Because Surya Narayan is the one who is sustaining the earth, and it is absolutely true. Even science confirms that without the light of the sun, life cannot sustain on earth, right? So Surya Arghya is about coming to the topic, that is Surya Arghya is about creating resources for yourself, because the sun is the creator of all resources in the chart. Okay, if the sun is weak, then the rajasic planets, that is Venus and Mercury, they cannot create resources. Okay, you may have a very exalted Venus, you may have a very exalted Mercury, but if the sun is weak, then your resources will not be created. And of course there are the other name for sun is Aditya. So the 12 houses of the horoscope, the 12 rashis will have 12 Adityas. They are known as the Dasha Adityaya. Okay. So for example, and each Rashi, each Rashi will have an Aditya by its own name. For example, the Aditya of Mithuna, that means the Aditya of Gemini is Mitra Aditya, right? The Aditya of Capricorn is Thata Aditya, and so on. Okay, so we'll have a video on how to how to use the power of these Adityas to create resources for you. That is for another day. But Surya Arghya, as I said, it's a very ancient practice that is being practiced, that is being performed in the civilization since the very beginning of time. Okay, and how to go about it, that is the content of that is the subject matter of this video. So what you will do is that number one, whenever you decide to start Surya Arghya, if you are doing it, you can modify your practice by these guidelines. If you are not, then if you're yet to begin Surya Arghya, then I advise that you should actually begin it irrespective of wherever the sun is in your horoscope. Okay, so how to go about it? Surya Arghya, number one, there are certain pointers, there are certain guidelines. So number one, Surya Arghya is always done, or it has to be done before 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, before 9 o'clock in the morning, Surya Arghya must be completed. Okay, because after 9 o'clock, the rays of the sun, they no longer have the quality of Savitur. So Savitur is a devata who is associated with the sun. Some texts call him the sun itself, but whatever the contradictions there may be, but after 9 o'clock in the morning, the rays of the sun are no longer Savitur. Okay, so you have to complete your Surya Arghya before 9 o'clock. Okay, to be precise, you have to complete your Surya Arghya at 8:59 by 8:59 a.m. in the morning. That is number one. Number two, Surya Arghya must be done at the same place at the same time. Okay, I understand that you may be traveling somewhere, and for that it might not be possible to maintain the same place or the same time. But if you are doing Surya Arghya for a very specific purpose, for example, to create a job for yourself, or to attract cash flow for yourself, or to fulfill a particular objective, then it is advisable that you have to do the Surya Arghya at the same time, at the same place, for 41 days or for 90 days, regarding the, as per the ritual of regarding whatever you want. Okay. So at the same place, I hope I'm clear. At the same time means if you are starting the Surya Arghya on say on at 7 o'clock in the morning, then every day you should actually do it at 7 o'clock. Okay, without without missing the time or without being too stretchy about the time. What it does is that it inculcates the habit of discipline. Okay, because the karaka for discipline is Surya. Okay, there is a misconception that people associate discipline with Saturn. It is not with Saturn, it is with Surya. If you look at Surya, the Surya is Surya, you will see how disciplined Surya is. He will rise at the same time, he will set at the same time. You can check any Vedic astrology app, or you can check the local sunrise timings or sunset timings using Google. So you will see how punctual and how disciplined Surya is. So the objective of Surya Arghya is to create that same punctuality, that same discipline within us. So that is number 2. That is the second guideline. The third guideline is what you are offering. So 3 main things are offered. If you are not offering anything else, of course, offerings will vary as per whatever ritual you are doing. But 3 main things are to be offered to Surya. Number 1 is water. Number 2 is a red flower. Okay, it could be a hibiscus, it could be any other red flower, but it should not be a rose. Right. And then number 3 is a little amount of jaggery, which we also call it as gur. Okay, so mix some jaggery into the water, put a red flower into the water, and the water, it should be poured from a copper cup or a copper vessel or a copper pot. Okay, the water with which you are doing Arghya to Surya, with which you are offering Arghya to Surya, that should not be stored in any other metal except copper. Okay, because copper is the metal for Surya, and copper is the only metal that you should use. Okay, so what you will do is that you will wake up early in the morning, take the vessel, face the sun. That means you will face east, and you will pour the water. And while pouring, the sun should be visible through the water. Okay, you've seen waterfalls, how rocks and other things are visible through the waterfall. So the sun should be visible through the falling water. Okay, so that's it. And then while offering, you will say the Surya Gayatri mantra. Okay, it is not Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. This is the Savitur Gayatri mantra. For Savitur Gayatri mantra, you need initiation. Okay, you need initiation. So you should not, if you are not initiated, you should not actually say the Savitur Gayatri mantra. I've made a lot of videos on, why the Gayatri mantra needs initiation. So the Surya Gayatri mantra is Om Grine Surya Adityaya. Okay, so while pouring it, you'll say Om Grine Surya Adityaya. Okay, I'm just repeating Om Grine Surya Adityaya. So this is the Surya Gayatri mantra that you must say while offering Arghya to the sun. Okay, and then after offering, you must do the Trinetra Mudra. How to do the Trinetra Mudra? Just look at here. This is this, this. So there is a hole here. Okay, there is a hole in the hand. It will look like this. It will look like this. So there is a hole that you can see through. So you just extend your hand and try to look at Surya through this hole for around 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, this is the Trinetra Mudra that you must do. Again, for the benefit of everyone. This index finger, the pinky finger of this hand. These 2 fingers will go to the thumb. This index finger will be under the pinky finger of this hand. These 2, the ring finger and the middle finger, will go under the thumb of this hand, and this. Okay, so there a hole is created in this way. This is the Trinetra Mudra that you must do, and you must look at the sun through the hole. You extend your hand in this way, right? Just look at the sun through this hole for say 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. And then offering Arghya to Surya is not enough. You must make it a point to stand in the sun, to bathe yourself in sunlight for at least a minute, for at least a couple of minutes, that is. So these are the most vital and most necessary steps that you must do while performing Surya Arghya. And this is the right way to do it. Okay. So that's it from me in this video. Kindly like this video, like the content, subscribe to my channel. Okay, we have started a class on the basics of Vedic astrology. We have named it as the foundations of Vedic astrology. We have already begun with one class. Okay, so if you want to join the group, we have a WhatsApp group. If you want to join the group, kindly send me a text at the number mentioned in the description box. And if you want a consultation regarding your chart, or if you want to speak anything regarding tantra, regarding astrology, regarding rituals, you're most welcome to ping me at the number which is given at the description box. All right, so thank you everyone. I'll see you again in the next video. Om Gurave Namaha.